academics having their say. Women and girls who say Larry Nassar abused them while at MSU faced off with university officials they say failed to protect them.
It was a remarkable meeting today in East Lansing where MSU's administration faced allegations of a cover-up. 7 investigator Ross Jones was at that emotional meeting today and joins us now in the studio. Ross?
Stephen, Carolyn, after 15 months, MSU's Board of Trustees offered their first apologies to the victims of Larry Nassar while saying they fully support their president, Luana Simon, despite growing calls for her resignation. Today, MSU's trustees and president addressed Nassar's victims, insisting there is no cover-up.
I'm sorry a physician who called himself a Spartan so utterly betrayed your trust and everything the university stands for.
We understand and respect the public's desire for information and details about these matters. However, we are still engaged in civil litigation, and it is simply not appropriate in most instances to offer specific details while this process continues.
Then it was the victims' turns. As one of them put it, we are in a club no one wants to be a member of. Today, 2 of them and one of their parents approached the podium one by one to address the school officials they say failed to protect them from a monster. This is not a story any of them wanted to be a part of, but it is their story. So tonight, we thought they should tell it.
As his fingers moved closer and closer, closer and closer to an area that is so private, so off limits. I got this gut-wrenching, nauseous feeling that 5 years later has yet to go away. Since the assault, I can't sleep, I don't trust, and I have a difficult time making friends. I even blame my parents for something they had absolutely no control over.
To this day, Kaylee can't shut her eyes at night without seeing that monster's face, and she calls me sobbing sometimes uncontrollably. She has nightmares of his assaults, and I often cry myself to sleep, knowing that you could have stopped him.
MSU continually denies the past, is on the road to denying the present, and in doing so is denying me and others of our future and our ability to heal. He has admitted guilt. We are no longer accusers. We are victims and we are survivors of this abuse at Michigan State University.
More than 140 women and girls say they are victims of Larry Nassar. Their claims date back to the early 1990s, and yet only one MSU employee, the school's former gymnastics coach, has been disciplined in the 15 months since this scandal broke. She was suspended, then the next day decided she should retire.
Wow, it is so tough to hear that young girl talk about what she's gone through. Just
and
horrible.
So hard for them just to get up and have to say those words.
Absolutely, you see her hand shaking. So Ross, some sort of fund has been set up to help the victims, right? How so?
Board announced there was a $10 million fund that was opened up today. It's going to be used for counseling, for mental health services for these victims. So that's good news. Something else that was discussed today was a pay raise for the university president, a very contentious issue. They decided that they would give her the raise, but instead of it going directly to her, it would go to a scholarship fund instead. Probably a smart move given the climate.
You're right, Ross. Thank you for the report. There's more to come. Scared by